Hello everybody, Abby Inventing here, and today we are doing a day in life video of what I do in my mornings. So right now it is 7:30 a.m. and I'm now heading to the barn. So usually in the mornings I will grab my hot chocolate and get a bite to eat before I come and mend to my chickens and my horses. So when I arrive at the barn, I say hello to my two beautiful boys, Elvis and Raven, and give them tons of cuddles before I attend to the other horses. Well, apparently one of them made a mess last night, so I had to go ahead and clean it up. So now it's time to put horses in the pasture. So I start out with my two big boys, Raven and Elvis, because they are pasture buddies and they go in the same exact pasture. So I'm starting out with them two before I get everybody else into a pasture. So usually in the morning, I will go up to one of my clients' horses, his name is Coconut, and he will usually go out into the pasture, and he did not want to do that this morning, so I just went ahead and left him. So I went ahead and grabbed Oreo and put him in the pasture, and then I grabbed yogurt. After I get all the horses out, I will start on cleaning up the stalls. They were very disgusting this morning because I think they hadn't been cleaned out in 2 days. So I went ahead and started cleaning all the stalls and adding new bedding for all the horses. After I'm done with my chores at the 3rd stable, I will come over here to the 4th stable to tend to the horses. I'm starting to say hello to everyone and make sure that they're still here. Apparently someone wanted to transfer their horse over here. This is Baby Flo. Of course, if y'all seen my past videos, she was being transferred over here to this new barn, and now we're planning on doing that. So now it's time for me to start on my chores on the 4th barn. And now it's time to put the horses in their pastures. The first horses I start out with are the stallions and the geldings. They go in the exact same pasture, so the mares will go last. Let's just say that George, one of my client's horses, got a little excited this morning. after all that dramaticness, now we can go ahead and start putting out the mares. So I go ahead and start on my 2 mares, Hope and Haley, and put them in the mare pasture. And now it's time to take out my 2-year-old colt, who is not named yet, and he still needs to be named, but he comes into the solo pasture with his 2 friends, Shrek and Mr. Llama. And now it's time to come back into the barn. It's time to get Ginger Snap. She goes into the mare pasture as well. She usually comes out last because I don't want them getting very dramatic with one another. Like, they literally will start like civil war if I don't let her out last. And now it's time to come get Baby Flo and put her into her own little pasture. I had to add a pasture in order for her to stay here because we had no room in the 4th barn, so I have to put her in a solo pasture. So Baby Flo did not want to come in, but once I tempted her with a sugar cube, then she came right in. So right after I was leaving, some men decide to come and say hello to Baby Flo. Now it's 2 o'clock in the evening, and now it's time to ride some horses. So the 2 horses I'm riding today are my client's horses because they haven't been ridden in a long time, so I'm going to go ahead and start riding them today. Apparently Ginger Snap wanted to act like a helicopter this morning. So the first horse we're going to be riding today is George. He is a roping horse as my client described him, and he is going to be amazing today. Like, I have a feeling, and we actually have a roping set up in the arena, so we're going to test that to see how he is today. So right after we get here, I make sure that the cow opening is set it up. I'm very sorry that I couldn't get the warm-up part. Apparently my camera died and I wasn't able to get the footage. I think George has a new best friend, Mr. Cow, because apparently the cow follows him everywhere. After I get done with our ride, we go back to the stables and start untacking him. Now we're going to ride Ginger Snap. So she is a jumping horse as her owner described. We are going to be riding her in the new show jumping ring and hopefully she will be a good girl today. So I had to tie her up real quick because I needed to lower the jumps because she can't jump as high as my pro horse when I was last jumping in here. So that way she'll be able to jump over them. And now it's time for the warm-up. So the session was going great, so she was jumping the jumps, and then all of a sudden, she does not want to jump this jump. And I'm figuring, okay, maybe she's a little too scared. Well, this happened for about like 20 minutes, until I finally got her to listen and actually jump over all 4 of the jumps. Yay, Ginger Snap. So now, since we are done with our jumping session, we can go ahead and go back to the barn. And as you can see, it's already like 5 o'clock. And at 6, usually the sun starts going down. So let's go ahead and get her inside, put some of the horses up, and get the horses back into their stalls. after I bring all the horses in, I start putting blankets on the ones who need blankets, because since they do not have their winter coat yet, they go ahead and get blankets. So after I'm done at the 4th stable, I come back to the 3rd stable to put every single horse that I put in the pasture up, so that way I can give them their food and so they can have their horse blankets. So after I bring Raven and Elvis in, it's now time to go grab Yogurt and Oreo from their pastures, so that way they can come inside and eat. Apparently Yogurt was rejoicing because he finally had a clean stall. Now that I have all the horses inside, I can go ahead and start putting on their horse blankets. So this beautiful horse right here doesn't have a name yet. He needs a name, so if y'all want to drop a comment down below to name him, please do. I will accept any names. Since I'm done putting blankets on everyone, it's now time to release my cat Milkshake. So I found her on the other side of the forest yesterday, and I've been needing to bring her back to the barn. So here she is. Please don't get in trouble, Milkshake, or I'll have to find you and put you back in a crate. So there she goes. Now that I'm done with all the horses and I put my cat back to where she belongs, it's now time to go home. So guys, thank you so much for enjoying today's video. If you are new or have not done it already, please like and subscribe, as it really does help me out and I really do appreciate it. And comment down below if you want to name a horse, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!
Get